Rocket Lab, which is currently trading at this very moment at $65.86, just secured its biggest contract in company history worth $190 million dollars with the Department of Defense, and at the same time, revenue just grew 38% year over year. But here's the real question. Is this finally the moment Rocket Lab turns into a serious long-term winner, or is it still too early? When I first started looking into Rocket Lab, I saw it as one of those companies that had insane long-term potential. But the financials weren't fully there yet, and I know a lot of you feel the same way you see the vision. But you're asking, when does it actually translate into real growth and real returns? Let's break down exactly what happened with Rocket Lab. And Rocket Lab secured a $190 million contract with the U.S. Department of Defense for 20 hypersonic tech launches. HASTE rocket hypersonic testing is a 4-year. They got a 4-year deal. The first mission launching soon, and their backlog is currently now over $2 billion. This isn't just a contract. This is positioning. Rocket Lab directly inside of the defense sector, which is where a lot of serious money is flowing right now. Now, why this matters to you specifically is the real opportunity isn't just the rockets, it's the defense contracts, and that's where companies can scale fast. What this means for you as an investor is simple. This gives Rocket Lab more predictable revenue and strengthens their long-term demand. Defense equals recurring contracts. Government gives their government contracts. They're gaining more stability within the government, and their backlog equals future revenue visibility. When you see backlog growing at the rate that you see it is growing for Rocket Lab, you're basically looking at the future revenue already being locked in. We actually take a look at the financials of Rocket Lab as well in their 10K report. In their 10K report, let's just scroll down to the financials. We see here that as we take a look, one second, guys, as we take a look with the financials of the company, one second. We'll see here that their revenue was at 601.8 billion for the fiscal year of 2025, which signifies a year-over-year growth of 38% when you compare it to fiscal year 2024 at 436,214,000. They had an operating loss of 228 million, so they still are unprofitable. However, they still are growing as a company. Cash and cash equivalents, as you see here, it is shown to be 828 million. Total assets at the very moment is standing at 2.32 billion, and total liabilities are at 602 million. So they have more assets than they do liabilities. And in regards to this, they are still losing. I just want to be clear when it comes to the financials of Rocket Lab. They still are losing money, but they are scaling fast, and they have a strong balance sheet to support that growth. One thing I really like here personally is that basic and diluted shares are the same. It's at 500. It's at 500 and 530 million. It's at 500. Excuse me. It's at 530 million, and that tells you there's no immediate dilution pressure on investors right now. And you do still have to be aware, though, the fact that growth companies like this can raise capital in the future. And when you combine all of this with massive contracts, growing backlog of 2 billion plus, 38% year-over-year growth in revenue, and a strong cash position, you're looking at a company that is transitioning from a higher risk growth story into a more established player in both space and defense. And if you're into stocks like Rocket Lab, CTM, and LAS, make sure you subscribe because I break these down in a way that actually helps you understand what is going on in the market. And at the end of the day, Rocket Lab is one of those stocks where if execution continues, this could be a completely different company in a few years. But as always, manage your risk and never go all in one position. So with that being said, guys, InvestQ out. Hope you all enjoy the video. Please comment below what it is you'd like to see in future videos because I love covering content that you guys want to see.